Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means of centuries. Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout. Never seen a one, and always wondered why not. I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own. Whatever spark of the demon that made her what she is remains. So she must seek a new body, a fresh body, and start the cycle anew. I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in. Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korcari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought. Indeed, that is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it. Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it. And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurance. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. It may seem so. If you think of Flemeth as a mother, she did not wish anyone to get a hold of this information, least of all me. Now I have. Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Korcari wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours. Not really, but the sooner the better, no? She would like everyone to think she is invincible, but I highly doubt that is the case. I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis. I await your... So, full of...
Alistair is quite fond of you, isn't he? I like Alistair. I don't know if there's anyone who doesn't, but I was wondering if there was something more between you two. Oh, don't start. You know perfectly well what I mean. You're flirting with him. You may think it's harmless and means nothing, but I see that he's quite taken with you. Alistair is a wonderful person, and you shouldn't give him false hopes if you do not mean to go further. He deserves better. Me? Upset? No, not at all. I just think you should be careful about what signals you send to others. I'm sorry if you think I nag. I just care a lot about you, and Alistair, of course. I don't want to see anyone hurt. Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be... A long time ago, a girl before the cold could claim her, Aveline, she learned to wield the sword as well as... Now in those days, blinded by his rage, he... And to this day, any...
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the sincerity of your cause. The Circle of Magi, there are all... The Circle of Magi, as...
So, all this time we've spent together, you know, the tragedy, the brushes with death, the constant battles with the whole blight looming over us. Will you miss it once it's over? I know it might sound strange, considering we haven't known each other for very long, but I've come to care for you a great deal. I think maybe it's because we've gone through so much together. I don't know. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I'm fooling myself. Am I? Fooling myself? Or do you think you might ever feel the same way about me? Yes, that's... Well, there's...
You called. As you wish.
Are you sure I can't interest you in... I'm sure... You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm sure... You and your friends are formidable folk, and I'm sure...
So, all this time we've spent together, you know, the tragedy, the brushes with death, the constant... there'll be no... I know it might sound strange, considering we haven't known each other for very long, but I've come to care for you a great deal. I think maybe it's because we've gone through so much together. I don't know. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I'm fooling myself. Am I? Fooling myself? Or do you think you might ever feel the same way about me? I don't know. I sure hope so. So I fooled you, did I? Good to know. That wasn't too soon, was it? Well, I'll have to arrange that then, won't I? Maker's breath, but you're beautiful. I am a lucky man. Now, let's get back to what we were up to before, lest I forget why we're here.
Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your... Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so... Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind?
Your desire is my command. Well, we're in camp. Fair enough. Your desire is my command. Of course.
Your dog is filthy. That may be so, but all the same, I would like your No, that's not what... just with any luck, that will keep all...
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Bannorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
I await your command.
Looking for little old me? Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Yes.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in. Right, Darkspawn. We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You? We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him. I thought... stay safe.
I do not like this talk of possessions and spirits and...
The mages wait to perform
I
a
told
ritual.
you
the only thing I can
do is waiting to start the
ritual.
ritual.
Make a
decision, I think I should remain here. I can keep an eye on the boy, so to speak.
If the demon rears its head, I can
The
warn these
mages
people.
wait to perform the
Really,
ritual.
this is the
mages are
least I
waiting
can
to
do.
start the
Worth
ritual.
time
Once
it
this
is
is
begging to
over,
assemble
you
them.
or they can decide what to do.
And I'm off.
Going.
And I'm off. What is the unnatural? Make it battle it is then. Here comes trouble. That won't stop. You should run while you can. Damn it. I hate this part. Oh, right. Huh. Yes. Oh, right, allow me. I can do that for you.
Go away. She won't like you being here. She'll just try to hurt you. The scary lady who speaks to me in my dreams. She's quiet now, but she's never very far. I tried to stop her, but I can't. She said she'd help Father. I didn't think she'd hurt everyone. Honestly, I didn't. She's a bad person. I heard her in my dreams, and then she was everywhere. Sometimes she's nice. She says she just wants to help me, but then she gets very mean. Demons are liars. She won't tell me. She says names have power. But somebody has to stop her from hurting anyone else. I don't know how much longer she'll be gone for, but she's always watching. She won't let you near Father. She'll just come back again, and then... just tell everyone to stay away. All right. Please, hurry. All right. Because they would take him away. People like you, I guess. She wants to... The scary lady went away, and everyone was fighting. So I ran to my room. Then she made me... After Mother... I wanted to help Father. And the bad lady started talking to me. No. She's... You should go. She'll come back soon. Will Father be alright? No! Don't go...
Word went out to retrieve the Arl's men even more quickly. This battle is but one victory. The battle with the Darkspawn yet remains.
The mages wait to perform the ritual.
Ah, there you are. We have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time. Then
Yes. Oh, right.
I do not like this talk of possessions.
We are ready to proceed when you are. Then return. We are ready to proceed. Yes, we haven't sufficiently. It only works because the child gave himself to the demon willing. We have only enough lyrium for one attempt. It truly depends. It will likely engage you in dialogue, and...
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade? Then I assume...
Your desire is my command. Well, we're not exactly alone. Fair enough.
Looking for little old me? Redcliffe? Is the clay here red? Perhaps Redcliffe. Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your...
Your desire is my command. Well, we're not exactly alone. Oh, but what about our audience? You don't think...
Oh, don't mind me.
Yeah, let's just not aggravate anyone, shall we?
I await your command.
We are ready to proceed. It will likely engage... Yes, we haven't sufficient... Very well. Who will go into the... We are ready to proceed when you are. Very well. We are ready to proceed. Very well. We are ready to proceed. Very well. Then let us begin forthwith.
Father... Are you? I don't understand. It's so cold. I want to go home.
Is that you, Connor? You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him.
This is the Fade. Your kind cannot navigate it any more than you could navigate a dream.
I don't understand. Where is my Connor?
I will find him for you, since I foolishly gave my word that I would. Leave me to it.
No. No, you're trying to lead me astray. I do not believe you. Connor! Connor, where are you? Leave me to find my son. Something happened to him. I can feel it.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
Shoo! Run along.
No!
Allow me. I could do that for you. going? Oh, right.
I do not like this talk of possessions and spirits and...
Your desire is my command.
It is unnatural.
Ah, we have brought lyrium and begun Yes, we have only enough. It will likely... Very well. Who will go into the Fade? Then I... We are ready to proceed. Very well. Me? Confront the demon? This is a lot, and I believe I am already performing a necessary... Then I... We are ready to proceed when you then return when...
Your desire is my command.
Yes. Yes.
The Blight. How will you end it? If you hope to slay the Art... You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order. Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not Evidently not. It remains only... You called. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
Your desire is my command. Well, we're in camp. Now's as good. Join you? In your tent? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be nervous. It's not like I don't want to. I must sound like a fool. You know that I've never done anything like this with anyone. I was quite sheltered after all. I care for you so much. Whenever I think of this, I feel like a bumbling idiot. All hands. I wish I could be better at this. I want it to be right. With the Darkspawn on our heels, death awaiting us at every turn, sure, why not? Hot. I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot, if you are. Right. I'm going to stop talking. You know, according to all the sisters at the monastery, I should have been struck by lightning by now. Meaning it was so great that the Maker himself... You do realize the rest of our little party here is going to talk, right? They do that. I won't have to. Morrigan will give me that. So, what now? Where do we go from here? Right. Before we go, I just want to thank you. Good to know.
Looking for little old me?
await your command.
Your desire is my command. Of course.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
We have brought lyrium and begun. Yes, we have only an. It will likely engage. Very well. Then let us be.
Is that you, Connor? I can hear you! I'm coming!
Father! Where are you? I don't understand. It's so cold.
You there? Have you seen my son?
You are in the Fade, my lord. A demon has you trapped.
Demon? Fade? Is my son in danger?
He is. But I will do my best to see that all of us emerge from this unscathed. Trust me, my Earl.
Yes, but I can't... Find him. I shall do whatever I can for you. Please, just help my son. Is anyone...
I shall do so.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me.
Child.
No! the one making Father sick!
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the meek.
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
Listen to me. I am just trying to help.
I will not speak with you! Trespasser! I will drive you out!
Come to me, pretty thing!
Curse this blasted darkness! Why can I see nothing?
I'll help him! You can't stop me! Get out of here! You have to get out! I'll stop you! I will! Please forgive me.
Immediately.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web.
Because you have taken a child and trapped a good man in this place against his will.
No. Who are you? Are you the one?
Come.
I will save us for every Why are you running? Embrace me!
You! You're the one making Father sick! Why do you keep hurting me? I will...
Let us borrow your soul, divine!
As you say. There.
I'll help him! You can't stop me!
As you say.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. No, it is time for you to go. I'll help him! You can't stop me!
shall do so.
Get out of here! You have to get out! I'll stop you! I will! Please forgive me. I'll stop you! I will!
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
I shall do so.
Father wanders, seeking...
Vic...
No.
Immediately.
Very well. No more illusion. It is here. Perhaps we should converse.
You cannot have me. I have already been taken.
One soul I already possess. I do not need.
There will be...
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If...
As you say, we must
Very. It is perhaps. We should...
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training. Once the... Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he could be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think? You spoke with him, have you not? You know what he has done better. I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do. What do you mean? He is responsible for many of the problems here, and is a Maleficar as well. Perhaps you are correct. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
That is a possibility.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to... They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation...
I have nothing to give you, except, if we are fortunate, my brother and the armies he can muster. But for that, no one else can. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if... I must go to the hall.
I have faith that you will find a way to help my husband.
I await your command.
You saved my son's life.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
I would always be thankful.
It's hard not to notice the doe-eyed looks. It's almost too sweet for my tastes. And I'm an old lady who should be making lace hearts and fuzzy blankets with animal motifs. No, I won't be I've noticed your blossoming relationship. Alistair is a fine lad, skilled in battle, but quite inexperienced when it comes to affairs of the heart. I would hate to see him get hurt. Not intentionally. You are both Grey Wardens, and he is the son of a king. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires. Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be a Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving You may have to save one or both of you unnecessary anguish later on. I have given my...
Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind?
Poor little boy. I just can't bear to think what he must have gone through.
You're the one who saved me. Then... I hope Is there something you need? It is no trouble.
I'll become a real mage, won't I?
I suppose you can't blame the boy, even if he has magic. His death wouldn't have helped anything.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Huh.
It is good you resolve this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Van...
You return? Might you have news? We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. Yes, but they are returning Then I must Good luck, my...
Oh, right.
I heard about what happened at Redcliffe. I want to talk to you about it. I wish I'd been there, but no, I'm not upset about that. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to see. You're right. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual. Your desire is my command. Of course.
Looking for little old me?
Something you need? I'm sure.
Looking for little old me? Why, thank you so much. I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me. Safer. I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The Darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows. I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful. And I know you're watching out for me. What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat. Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, Oh, how very awkward. Why am I being such a baby about this? I must be a sight spilling my guts. Well, that settles it then. You love Alistair. I've seen you together. I'd have to be blind, deaf, and buried 10 leagues underground not to notice. But you've said such things to me. Were they lies? Have you been playing with my feet? What about Alistair then? What are you doing to him? He adores you. I need to do this. I need to know where we stand. This cannot continue. You and I... Alistair is a wonderful person, and he deserves...
Your desire is my command. Well, we're in camp. Fair enough.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your... Something I can help with? Looking for little old me?
Your desire is my command. Well, we're in camp. Aha! I see
You called. As you wish.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm You and your friends are formidable folk.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Don't look now. to be merciful. As you like. It's done. Here I am. And I'm off. Going. Now.
I think we work well together.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for all...
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous. Oh, fine. Is that what you Fereldans do? Mock your prisoners? Such cruelty. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. I wasn't paid anything. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfect. Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given... But don't let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considered... You seem like a bright girl. I'm sure you have other options. I have no idea what his issues are with you. Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform... Oh, well, that's between Logain and the Crows, and between... Isn't that what we're establishing now? I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least. What can I say, huh? Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't... Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause, so let me serve you instead. I think you're royally tough to kill, and utterly gorgeous. And not that I think you'll respond to simple flattery, but there are worse things in life than serving the whims of a deadly sex god. I happen to be a very loyal person. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing. To be completely honest, I think I paid my worth back. Even if I did kill you now, they... Possibly. I happen to know their wily way. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many Well, and somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until...
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea? All right, I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate...
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Of all the...
Yes. Here I am. Oh, this should be good. What would you... Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Well, the Crows survived that process. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. I don't know about that. An assassin simply debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs. I do. It is not some... Of course, the Crows like to pretend that they're a bit... So let's... Here I am. Oh, I swore to the crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, you need to learn the arts of... if you are truly insistent. Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Well, no. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. I was but a boy of 7. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young. Oh, I don't know about... In Antiva, being a crow gets you rich. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being a... I fancy many things. I fancy things that are beautiful, and things that are strong. You did ask, remember. As for what... It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows, some... Here I am.
Going. I await your command.
So,
Andara Natishan, my friend. You have come a long way. I give you the welcome of our clan. These are curious companions you have. Might I ask the purpose of your visit? As you wish. Ask your companions to remain close.
I see we have a guest. And one of our own, no less.
This one comes from one of our sister clans to the north, Keeper.
You travel with a curious assortment of companions, I see. Tell me, what business might you have with us? As you see, we have our own issues to deal with. You might have simply said so to be...
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, perhaps we might introduce ourselves. I am Zathrian, Keeper and Haran of this clan. You are? If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the...
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
Do not allow our troubles to... I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in the only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial... No, but within the Brazilian forest dwells a great... If he is killed and his heart brought... There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? I must warn you that more than werewolves, where there is so much... But if you can indeed help, then I wish you... Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. Watch for the White Wolves. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may... It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only... No. The ones from this forest, you will know within a matter of days. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Go on, then. I must return.
And I'm off. Oh, right.
Master Verathorn keeps us very...
What are you doing? You've woke...
No, Master...
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin?
My...
And so they should. And Darren a Tishan friend. It has been some years since I met Master Island at the last gathering. That is good to hear. I met your father. For he was once... He spoke at a gathering, telling the clans that more of us need to voice... Our people speak so little of the dead. Especially those who end in tragedy. What little of the craft I've learned... I do not make bows as fine as Master... There is wood that, if treated properly, the Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across iron, you can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree. I excel in making blades from the iron bark, or perhaps a breastplate. That would please me. So long as... I am no merchant, but...
You know, Alistair, and long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. They've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute based on his uncanny resemblance to the king. Charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it. Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Here I am. Again? Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. And why not? You are respected, you are feared. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree? Now there's an interesting... But if you're talking generalities, such as children and it's unfortunate, but death comes to us all. If not me, then some... Death happens, as we like to say. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed. The pleasure of... There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a... Whereas I am content merely doing what I happen to be good at. It's a... Of course, all these thoughts are... But it is pleasant in... Here I am. Oh, this should be... Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but... It's not really a matter of... I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. You have me there, indeed. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most. I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh... Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little... I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no? True, and one simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a beautiful Grey Warden, a woman who then spares my life? I say you are beautiful because it is true. Should I not? And glad I am to hear it. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not... Here I am. Oh, this should be good. I know little enough of the Dalish other than... She had fallen in love with an... And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease, and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. All this tale in... How should I know? My mother was a whore. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the... It could have been much worse. Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of... My original point is that my mother's... Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my... I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again. I suppose you would. I'd always wanted another. Naturally, the reality didn't... But, such... Here I am. Oh, this should be...
Your desire is my command. Of course.
Looking for little old me?
If there's anything I can do for you, please. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Here I am. How nice. How nice. Here I am.
Your desire is my command. Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Why, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Is that for me? Really? Your desire is my command.
Here I am. How nice. How nice.
Are you sure I can't interest...
How nice. How nice. How nice. I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to say. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Oh, I imply nothing specific. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong? Oh, I made the oath willingly, but if that's how you see it, then all the better. For the moment, it's still best. But let's assume that I didn't desire to leave when the time came. What then? How should I know? I cannot see the future. What if I liked it here? What if we became fond of each other? Stranger things have happened. See? I knew I would grow on you. I have that effect. It is good to know what my options might be, but... what is your desire? What is your desire? All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so. My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I... Falling down a flight of stairs is an adventure. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. In Antiva, nobody is too important. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young... After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning. Well, yes, twice, actually. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at first, yeah. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The Circle of Mage... I got stupid. It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my... well, there is you. But I'll point out that you did have to capture... Now that I've mentioned... What is your desire? All right, but I get to stare at you again. Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the state? Haha, let's see. How about the largest battle I ever took part in? That... me? Prince Azrin was fourth in line to the throne, you see. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other sailors to take down... Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the Crows. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost... My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown... I landed in a river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history. I had to find my... But there you go. What is your desire? What is your desire? I suppose that if you wish to be...
Your desire is my command.
Oh, it's been a long day. Yes, as you may have noticed, I'm no spring chick. Thank you, but in all honesty, but there is always something else to do. Oh, no. Have you encountered many abominations? The first time it was the knowledge that I could easily become one. Every mage is vulnerable once, and there is no turning back. Or at least, of late, I have begun. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their Yes, it is mad. I never saw. Is there something you need? For now, I will support those that battle the grave, and after that, if I am still left perhaps. Is there something you need? I will answer to the best of my...
Looking for little old me?
You called. As you wish.
I await your command. So, interesting. 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 Interesting.
If there's anything I can do...
I await your command. Interesting. I await your command. So, interesting. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Most kind.
You and your friends are formidable folk.
Most kind. Most kind.
How nice.
What's on your mind? Is something troubling you? You are one of the two. It may not mean much to you, but thank you. You always have. And have you heard much about the Grey Wardens of old? Griffins. Alas, that seems... You are still fierce. It was said that the Grey... I remember a tale that was told to me. The Blight had ravaged the land as the... And it was then they arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war... Yes, the Grey War... They formed a shield and then demand... When the clouds finally rolled back, and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground. The great kings knew that this is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about they have always this no.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as...
What's on your mind? No, you won't. Were you expecting an, oh, I'm sure... No. You wonder sometimes, don't you? When I was a young woman in family, love, a simple life, these were things that others took for granted. It made me very... I started hating my life and myself, and I must have looked... And because I had no one else. But she told me that the Maker puts us all on... I thought the old biddy was full of rubbish, but I always found we were supposed to be polar opposites, mage and priest. But we weren't. There was much about us that was the same. The revered mother, she taught me that you can... And there is joy, even in self-sacrifice. If you put others before yourself, no, you can scream and cry and this... What's on your mind? Oh, yes, and thank you for asking. I'm feeling much better today. Well, what's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my...
What is your desire? All right, but... What is your Again? I'm game. This could be a sensitive topic, my dear lady. Are you sure you wish to voyage there? As you wish. Let me start by saying that my history is varied, indeed. It has all... I grew up amongst whores. Do I prefer women? Yes, I believe I do. But you must understand that a certain open-mindedness is sought by the Crows in their recruits. I have had to do many things in my work. The Crows recruit elven assassins because we are considered beautiful by humans. I cannot change my past, obviously. I regret far more than the men and women I have been with, and if that is... Just so. Ah, enough talk of the... What is your desire?
Your desire is my command. Of course. Your desire is my command. Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as... Fair enough. Off we go then. Your desire is my command. Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right? Aha!
What is your desire? Again? I'm game. What is your desire? Again? I'm game. Oh, is there something in your tent that needs assassinating? Now this is intriguing. Whatever would we need such privacy to talk about? Tactics? Poison recipes? Indeed it wouldn't. Oh, but I am so tired. If it's a simple talk, perhaps we can... that's quite an offer. Especially from such a beautiful woman. If we are both speaking of the same thing. On the odd occasion, yes. See? I knew this would happen eventually. I I should have warned you right from the moment you refused to kill me. It was inevitable. Oh, so then, as the priestess so famously said to the handsome actor, what now? Allow me to make it simple for you, my great. I was raised to take my pleasures where they could be found, for they do not come very often. I shall ask nothing more of you than your will. I was born of a whore and bred as an at any rate, we... What is your desire? Again? I'm game.
Your desire is my command. Well, we're in camp now. Fair enough. Off we go then.
Huh. Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes. Braska.
Yes. Your desire is my command.
I happened to be speaking with Zevran yesterday. He tells me you two have been intimate. I don't know what to think. I didn't realize you were at all attracted to him. I thought A lie? Why would Zevran make something like this up? Yeah, true enough. Often I do not know what to make of him. Anyway, I'm glad we sorted this all out. I knew there was more to it than what Zev told me. Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind?
Your desire is my command.
I await your command. So,